next slide I want to show you, I know you're not going to be able to read any of these numbers. This is a historic document. It's like looking at the Declaration of Independence. Nobody who looks at the Declaration of Independence can read it. It's written in script, and it's an old thing. So you can't hope to read this box. But it's so important historically that I want to take a moment to describe it to you. This is from the MTA's February 2012 final report on this transit proposal. It was cost $1 million by Parsons Brinckerhoff, a major international engineering firm, to create this analysis of the effect of the BRT on traffic congestion. And I'm just going to look at the West End. And at West End Avenue, at 31st Avenue, it shows without dedicated lanes, 143-second delay in traffic, which is a lot of delay averaged over a 24-hour period. With the dedicated lanes, this jumps to 239%. This document needs to be understood. It should be widely shared. The MTA should be telling us more about how it is they decided to commit another $10 million to planning a service which will have such dramatic adverse consequences on congestion when their expensive engineers told them that's what it would do. Next slide, please. So that's my take on traffic congestion. Now I want to talk about the convenience or the inconvenience of having a bus service with limited number of stops in the middle of the street. And next slide, please. And the first observation here is, this is the same slide we looked at a minute ago. But what I want to point, this is coming back again, what I want to point out to you is that the stop here, the Ackland Park Drive bus stop, is 2 blocks from 31st Avenue. If you wanted to use the speedy bus service and then you wanted to transfer to the University Connector bus on 31st Avenue to go, say, to the Vanderbilt Children's Hospital or Belmont College or on to Lipscomb or the other way to Fisk, Meharry, and TSU, you would have a 2-block walk from this stop down to 31st Avenue. And that's true for most of the stops. And the reason for this is not a bug, this is a feature. This is keeping the stops away from the intersection allows more of the space in the intersection to be used for turn lanes. If you put the stop in the middle of the street down here, you lose another lane. So throughout this system, the stops are at some distance, a block or two, from the crossing streets where you would connect to other bus services. Next slide, please. Okay, this is the same diagram that Bob showed us. And in the transit planning, we understand that the longer the walk to the bus stop, the fewer people will walk and ride the bus. And generally, there's a rule of thumb that beyond about a quarter of a mile distance, so few people will walk to the bus stop that it's immaterial. So in drawing this map, the MTA planners thoughtfully provided circles of a distance of a quarter of a mile around each of the 4 bus stops between I-440 and I-40. And what you will observe here is that there are some significant gaps.